Welcome to Monaco. Some say it's the worst racetrack that manages to stay in F1 only because of tax evasion, while others claim it's a misunderstood piece of art. There are countless YouTubers suggesting improvements for the circuit, including P1, who made 2 of the same video. So me and Mr. V decided to
Hello!
ruin it instead.
There were thousands of people on that shit.
And while we worked on that, I asked you guys to send suggestions on how to ruin everything else, like the buildings, the terrain, the advertising, and so on. Which some of you didn't fully understand. Some of you also claimed that Monaco is at its worst already, and there's no way to ruin it even more. Well, you guys, you underestimate my power. But while we wait for more responses, let's ruin the track. So, Turn 1, an infamous corner that produced many iconic moments such as...
Fuck, I crashed.
Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
But in all honesty, it's an okay overtaking zone and we can't have that. So let me just conjure a barrier here. Abracadabra. Which will narrow the turn as well as the pit exit, so if you time your pit stop wrong, too bad. Now this really bothers me because where I'm standing right now is considered a turn, when obviously no one fucking turns here. But I can't just ruin it so casually. We gotta do it Monaco style. That just means rich people style. So I dig some pools around the inside of each bend. Turn 3 is a heaven of understeer, so just to make it harder for the noobs, we can just be more economical with the barriers. People on simulators always skip this bump, but no more. No more skipping the casino bump on my watch. A downhill turn into a hard braking. The noobs must be punished for overbraking by taking flight. Safely, of course. Now, the hairpin is still under construction because I have something a little special planned for this corner. So stay until the end of construction to find out. Good job, Alejandro! Keep it up! Making fun of Paris is getting very old now, so I promise I won't do it anymore. After this time. Remember in 2022 when he crashed on purpose? Well, why not just keep the car here as a tribute to great memories? Also,
face the consequences of your actions.
The tunnel symbolizes Monaco more than tax evasion. It's also very possible to overtake here, but what if it wasn't? Let me just pull that here, and pull that one here. Should be just wide enough for one car to fit through. It seems that I still have some money left for pool construction. If only there was a runoff that we could turn into a swimming pool. Now Monaco already has this swimming pool pre-built, and we must finish our new design with a bang. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Great Monaco Bump Jump. It starts as a steep incline and peaks with this sharp curve here, meaning if you don't slow down fast enough, that's where you go. For the little Kit Kats in the audience that don't want to take this magical shortcut, I put more barriers on the side here to ensure it really is slower to go left than it is to go right. Last but not least, you often see people pushing and hitting these walls in the final few turns, so slapping some jagged walls here should do the trick. And yeah, I almost forgot. Some barrier poles on the main straight. You do save a surprising amount of money on taxes here. Now let's get to your suggestions. Obviously the most commented one was to get Kimi on his yacht, and I can't ignore that, my man deserves multiple. Put an F1 Drivers Cafe trackside with George Russell as barista. That might be one of the most random suggestions I've ever heard, but I think Turn 3 is the perfect place for it. You can get an amazing view of the racetrack, and if someone understeers, if only there was someone who would insert some action into the cafe. Well, Mr. Krabs robbing the cafe while dual-wielding AK-47s is something I did not have on my bingo card this year. Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. something irrelevant, and then, or just add a giant cargo ship in the harbor that blocks the all view of the sea. Yeah, let's show those rich Monacakians what real work is. Get a cargo ship model, slap it in the middle of the view, and while I'm at it, I might as well add some F-22 Raptors on the deck to protect Monaco or something? Add Alberto Ascari's car floating at the exact place he fell in at. For those of you who don't know, in 1955, Alberto Ascari, a two-time world champion at the time, overbraked himself and yeeted it into the harbor, and I only thought it would be fitting to put him at the only spot at the track where you can actually do the same, so if you fall in, you can probably come say hello. Put there a ginormous statue of Leclerc with his sausage. Well, luckily for us, Monaco already has this beautiful statue here at the swimming pool. I just quickly get a Leclerc image and wrap it on the statue in a completely natural and human way. And that's it. Also, no sausage. Blah blah blah, and at swimming pool with Ricardo 2018 celebration. This is perfectly timed since I can just copy the Leclerc statue because it has the same pose and just wrap Ricardo on top of him. RIP Aussie Cowboy. Add a fake marina like Miami. Honestly, this isn't such a bad idea because it makes the harbor drivable, so you can even drive up to Ascari and say hi. And while I'm at it, might as well change this part to lava because someone requested that too, weirdly. Meanwhile, I can't forget about my supporters on Patreon. These guys are gas tiers, so they get their name on the racetrack just before the secret hairpin turn. But I can't forget about the diesel tier supporters. Thanks a million guys, I appreciate that a lot. And while I place expensive cars all around the bump jump, I would like to ask you to subscribe if you're liking the video. We're getting super close to 30k and I'd love to reach it before the end of 2024. And yeah, my subscribed viewers graph looks a lot worse than the others. It is at this time that Mr. V sent me some of the textures he's been working on, such as Room, Nico, Strollwasser, or Evilco. Your sport belongs to us. I finish your suggestions by making Alonso's ELO advertisement, which refers to Mr. V's ELO video, and I also add Mr. V sleeping, which one of you sickos seem to be into. After that, I just make this cone laughing at you if you understeer at turn 3, this message here, and I finish up the track by adding some fences around the jump and just overall cleaning up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, mostly gentlemen though, I present to you an onboard qualifying lap of the ruined circuit of Monaco by none other than Charles Leclerc himself. And on the main straight he goes, DRS wide open, avoiding the bollards by veering left. Carefully braking into turn 1, navigating the narrow barriers as he goes uphill, avoiding the pulls one by one. Careful on the last one. Turn 3, he has to shuffle left to prepare for turn 4 in order to avoid the big bump on the left hand side. Downhill he goes, not even close to the ramp as he approaches the new hairpin. But what is this? Is this a double swirling parking lot ramp? It sure is, and he navigates it beautifully. Gets on the gas early, gotta be careful here not to bump into Perez. And into the narrow tunnel he goes. Whoa, it's bumpy in here. Braking hard, he misses the entry a bit but rides the absolute limit of that curb to maximize track width. Slide king left, that could have been quicker as he speeds towards the big bump jump. Slowing down hard all the way down to second gear, now he plants his foot down. Oh, and he overbrakes himself on this corner here, gently touches the jagged wall, but for the last corner he corrects it and back down the main straight he goes again.
And if you'd like to see the race on this version of Monaco, click on my video, which I hope will be linked on the side here, but if not, hopefully Zooming Pals will put it in the description. I have no idea. I'm not uploading this video.
Well said, Mr. B. Thank you. I really like ruining existing tracks, to be honest, and I would like to get you guys directly involved. I made a Twitch account where I plan on streaming as I get, maybe Monza, and we ruin it together by voting for each corner maybe. But don't worry if you don't have Twitch, I plan on streaming both there and here on YouTube, so you'll find me. I know it's always a long time before I release a video, so I'm sorry about that, and hopefully these streams will help YouTube remember who I am. At least just a bit. Anyways, that's all from me right now. Thanks a million for watching, and good luck into turn 1.